Good day mga kayero! I'm your mentor Il para sa Nego Talk, Negosyong Patok na Patok, Part 333. So last time, Mentor Burns talked to you about how to start an online business, ano-anong mga product ang patok ngayon, and paano mag-stand out ang iyong produkto online. Now, in this video, we are going to talk about the threats you are going to meet and tips how you avoid them once na nag-conduct ka ng online transaction. What dangers or what threat nga ba yung sinasabi ko? Dangers in terms of mga manloloko sa'yo. Siyempre, everything is online now and we do not know who are we really dealing with behind the account. Siyempre, ayaw natin maloko, di ba? Sa larangan man yan ng pag-ibig or negosyo. Gusto nun? Gusto nun? Anyway, there are 4 types of manloloko: mandurugas, mapanlinlang, or kung ano man gusto nating itawag sa kanila online. These are the thief, the scammer, the fisher, and the swindler. One is the thief. The thief is a type of online crime that happens when they convince you to voluntarily give your money by deceiving you. They are the one who actually bombards you with napakaraming infos or photos for you not to ask more wise. Ang mga goal nila is para ma-deposit or makapag-deposit ka agad-agad. So anong gagawin natin? Be the upper hand of the conversation. Huwag mo hayaang mag-agree or tango-tango ka lang or maniwala ka agad sa mga sasabihin nila. Maganda akong magtanong ka ng magtanong. Sabi nga sa isang commercial, "Wag nahihiyang magtanong." And ang totoong seller or ang legit seller is maraming pasensya. Kahit yung mga tanong mo is nonsense na. Another tip is makipag-transact ka sa seller na may bank account, lalo na pag malakihan na yung kukunin. Bakit? Isipin mo na lang na ipapasa niya ang requirement sa bank, so malamang legit seller siya, or if ever na need mong mag-report, pwede tayong may mga documents na makukuha sa kanya. Next is the scammer. Scammers are one of the biggest liars, making you believe that they have the legitimate thing when they all have is fake. Ito yung bibigyan ka ng maraming magagandang pictures. Yung offer nito usually ay too good to be true. I also have a friend who was actually scammed before. Na-offeran ng magandang items at a very lower price. Pinakitaan ng mga magagandang pictures. Also, may mga proof of transaction din. So, hindi meaning na may proof of transaction sila is legit na sila kasi minsan nagagawa rin nila yun or na-edit lang din nila yun. Ayun, nag-deposit siya but unfortunately, nag-disappearing act na ang contact niya. So sad. So our tip here is to research more about the product. Usually kasi niyan, online products are of the same price range lang. Kaya pag na-offeran ka ng sobrang gandang product sa napakababang halaga, magtaka ka na. Also, kung kaya naman makapag-video call or makahingi ka ng valid ID sa kanya, much better. Third natin is the fisher. Fishers will try to get your personal information from you by sending you anonymous links that requires too many details. Ito o sila yung mga biglang tatawag na lang or mag-email sa'yo asking for your personal information. Others even use email that appears to be legit. So what you should do is to ignore. Just ignore it lalo na kung wala ka namang online transactions. I have read once a post in FB wherein may tumawag daw sa kanya. Tapos nagpakilala siya o yung kausap niya from a cleaning service daw whom his father booked asking kung saan mismo ang address nila kasi papunta na nga daw. But later on, also asking for some of her personal info daw. Kaya doon na siya nagtaka. So always be careful. Do not just share your personal info to anyone. Never. Yun yung the fisher. And yung last natin is the swindler. Swindler are the persistent liars and they'll say anything to convince you that their product is worth it. Ito yung kumikitang kabuhayan na talaga sa panloloko kaya napakaraming alam na sa mga bagay-bagay. They also have documents presenting their products. So mas okay if you meet them personally kung kaya, or yun nga, through video call. Just recently lang, may nabasa kami na naloko siya big time. Umabot ng milyon sa kasagsagan ng face shield demand. Kung ganito kalaki yung order mo, don't order online. Just deal it on a personal level. Makipagkita ka na lang kung sobrang laki ba at kung kailangan mo talaga. And kung meron ka din alam na manufacturer or supplier, pwede ka rin namang mag-direct sa mga ganon. Hindi sa kung sino-sino lang ang nakikilala mo online. Just because nagmamadali ka, ay magsisettle ka na lang sa mabilisang transaction. Tandaan, maraming na data pa sa kakamadali. So those are the 4 types of manloloko, kapanlilang, or kung ano man gusto nating itawag sa kanila. So hopefully, sana na-differentiate ko sila. Now, kung syempre kung meron tayong mga bogus na seller, meron din naman tayong bogus na buyer. So itong mabilisan lang to. Meron tayong tinatawag na bogus buyer. Number 1 is Joy Reserver. Sila yung order lang or pa-reserve lang ng pa-reserve. Pero at the end of the day, hindi naman nila kukunin. So, iwasan natin yung masyadong mas daming magpa-reserve. Next is yung nakakatanggap ng gamit pero hindi niya sasabihin na natanggap niya na. So, ang kailangan gawin dito is photo before, photo din na napadala natin sa mga courier para mas na sabi sila na hindi pa nila natanggap, meron tayong mga proof. Meron din third na nagbibigay ng fake na deposit slip. So, number 1 na kailangan gawin dito is i-confirm or i-validate talaga natin kung pumasok ba talaga yung before tayo magpadala ng item sa kanila. Meron din naman na nag-report na damage daw yung item. So, same lang siya ng number 2. You have to take a photo before at saka during din na pinabatala para mas marami tayong proof. And marami pa, sobrang madami pa tayong may encounter. If ever, sana wala naman. At sana, alam na natin kung ano yung mga dapat natin i-avoid, dapat natin iwasan at i-remember. Always be vigilant lang. We have to stay alert. Being aware of these things will help you create more win-win exchanges and keep the community a healthy and vibrant one. So that's all, guys. I have discussed the 4 types of manloloko or whatever na tinatawag natin sa kanila. We have the fisher, the thief, the scammer, and the swindler. And meron din tayo seller to buyer, mga bogus buyer. That's all. And sana may natutunan kayo. If ever may question kayo, just PM lang isa sa amin sa mga mentors. Willing kaming sumagot. God bless. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you.